Yo,
what's up?
What's going on?
Hello,
Frank. Are you in the private chat, man? If not, you're missing a lot, dude. You're missing a lot of fun in the private chat, bro.
No, I'm looking at it now.
Just go scroll and look at that real quick, bro. What is up, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for joining us today on Wedding Business Growth. And look who is right next to me here.
Hi.
I was thinking about doing the whole Will Smith thing to him, but I figured, that's been pretty much played out already this last 24 hours, right? Just as a consensus, can I ask the both of you guys, just real simple, really happened or made up?
Oh, made up completely. I'll go into a 2-hour dissertation on it if you'd like me to.
As well, I mean, part of me feels like it was real, but then like the wrestling fan in me,
dude,
like looks at it,
that's literally
and thinks it was fake.
Bro.
I mean, he kept his hands behind his back. He like leaned in, like
that's what you said
Will's
earlier.
arm was kind of like broken off at the like shoulder. You know what I mean? So it kind of, I don't know, man. It's tough.
It was dainty.
It's a tough call. All right, so Chris just says it really happened. Watching Inside Edition now. Okay, well, definitely then, if Inside Edition says it, it definitely happened. I would agree. If not, no, I'm just kidding, but I love you.
That was terrible.
Who else is out there watching us right now? We'd love to get your take in the comments. Did it really happen? Simple question.
Hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
So only they really know, man. That's the crazy thing.
My knee-jerk reaction is that it was set up.
I would agree with you.
That was my immediate gut reaction.
Might as well.
I think the fallout will really let us know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, if he like legitimately loses an Oscar, no longer is allowed to attend, all the above, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even then it could be fake. It's so hard to tell, you know?
Sure.
Yeah,
well, and if he loses it, at least he was able to dance with it that night. So there'll be those memories, you know?
Yeah. And for real, like come get it from me. I just slapped Chris Rock on stage. Like, come pry it out of my hands.
Now that you know what, you guys, you bring up something else. I want to ask both of you guys, if you were to get slapped, like open hand slapped instead of punched, do you feel like that's more disrespectful
It is.
than somebody punching you? Like if a dude open hand slaps you, is that more disrespectful?
Yeah,
I
sorry, I was just reading the comment thing.
I think an open hand slap is more disrespectful.
I do as well, because
Yeah.
the punch is like you took it, and it's like, dude, that hurts, man.
Yeah.
A punch is like it's aggressive. A slap is almost like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
But have you seen those guys that do that slapping?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That like they just get knocked out, and you're just like dead. Like that.
They have females that do that too.
It's
They have
hard.
a female version
Do they
and a male
really?
version. Have you ever seen that, Frank?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I went down this weird this
too,
weird
man.
spiral one day watching
TikTok.
those videos and also watching. Have you ever watched that 5-on-5 like Russian MMA?
Have not seen that.
Bro,
No.
okay, it's an octagon MMA style 5-on-5, right? When let's say we're on a team together and we get somebody to tap out on the other team, it's
Okay.
5-on-4 now.
Oh wow.
And then if another person taps out, it's 5-on-3. So now you're like doubling up on people. Dude, it's brutal. It's disgusting.
cool.
It's,
That is brutal.
it is brutal.
Well, you see that a lot in like old school WCW wrestling and maybe even some of the ECW wrestling where I think I recently saw it in AEW too, actually, where they start off with 5 and one team always narrows down to 2 people, and then it's like, oh, these 2 people take out 3 of the other 5. So speaking of wrestling, WrestleMania is this weekend.
Bro, so excited. My birthday's on Friday. My wife's birthday's on Saturday. She was like, what are we doing this weekend? And I was like, we're going to watch WrestleMania for our birthdays because it always falls on this weekend. And she is not excited, but she loves me, so she'll go along with it.
But not only is it Saturday, but Sunday also. It's the most stupendous 2-night event ever.
That's sick.
All right, Frank. Who wins the unification match? I already think I have a feeling.
Oh, I mean, I think Roman sticks with it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he's too made right now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you think Stone Cold will actually fight Kevin Owens, or do you think it'll just be a little stun off or whatever?
No, I feel like they're gonna have. It might even turn into a match. It might even be like, nah, get a ref out here, let's fight, kind of thing.
You think Stone Cold's in enough good shape to do that?
I mean, dude looks. I don't know. Do you watch his pod or his TV show or his podcast?
Yeah,
or whatever?
I do. Yeah, I do sometimes.
I mean, he looks. I mean, I know that's not necessarily ring shape, but dude looks built still for.
Well, I never thought Hulk Hogan was going to be able to get back in the ring again either. And you remember he came back and it looked sloppy, but he still did a halfway decent job. So I guess anything's possible.
Yeah, and also remember, like, it was a lot of punches. It's a lot of like pickup slams. He never did like anything so crazy that I think it would be like hard for him to do again.
Yeah. All right, last wrestling question: Who does Seth Rollins face?
Cody Rhodes.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I think too. I think we're definitely both on the same page with a lot of this.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Great. Well, hopefully we haven't lost half of our viewership talking about wrestling, but that's what we do around here. We go off on tangents about all kinds of different things. So, all right. So as we would normally say, how's your week?
Week was good. Everyone else had a good week?
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah. This past Saturday night, I had 2 events almost simultaneously it was a little bit of fun. I had to call in some reinforcements to help out and take care of everything, but it all worked out in the end.
That's what it's all about.
Nice.
What about you, bud?
Yeah, I mean, I DJ'd my buddy that comes in town. He like hosts a party once every couple of months, and so this past weekend was his little like monthly party thing, and he asked me to come spin. So I went completely outside of my comfort zone, though I'm trying to make it my new comfort zone, and dropped like a complete like 45-minute house set.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah. So like
that one.
Yeah, right. Like not right. Literally. So, so like not something I'm used to doing, but it was cool. He doesn't spin house music, but like one of the guys that used to come spin with us when we would do these local parties, he was like a house, like EDM techno, like heavy guy.
And Frank has paused.
Or
is it
there
us?
He is. No,
He's back.
It could be us.
Could be us.
What?
Yeah, you went pause for a second. It's okay. No worries.
Can I ask you a question, or for the DJ folk?
Right.
What is house music? I love it. I know what electronic is, but what is the do you know like this, like the true definition of the subset of house music
Interesting.
that can be explained? Because I honestly don't know, and I've wanted to know for so long, yet I can't get a definitive answer anywhere.
All right. We're gonna work on this for you.
Is anyone else curious about that? I don't know. I was always wondering, like, I hear house all the time, and I'm like, oh, good. It's a good sound. I just don't. I never understood what it was.
While you're looking this up, Nick, man, what happened to the stash, bro?
I know.
I need the stash back.
Should I bring it back? What's the vote? Let's get a vote for the audience. Should Nick bring the stash?
A stash vote. I like it. A stash
vote.
A stash vote. I love this. All right, cool. Chris, so we're still here. Good. All right, so I'm looking here on no plug for DuckDuckGo, but DuckDuckGo is pretty awesome and eliminates all the other shit. House music, a noun, a style of electronic dance music with a heavy synthesized bass and drum line and rapid tempos, originally popularized at parties held in abandoned warehouses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that part, actually.
So it is like it's that.
Yeah, and it says a particular type of electronic dance music with an up-tempo beat and recurring kick drum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but before we bring our guest in, because I know that's on the verge of happening now, right? Can we all acknowledge that David totally censored the word bull and not shit, just for the record?
Did I really?
Yes, you absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you did.
You know me, man.
I love that.
You know me. Come on.
I love it.
I'm gonna for you, Nick, because I love you. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole for you, not tonight, but and I might have to call in some reinforcements to my buddy DJ Jeff Rush, because, and I don't know if he's watching tonight. If he is, Jeff, let me know. But Jeff could definitely break down like all of the subgenres of this for you, and he really knows all this very well.
Oh,
yeah. I'm kind of like, put it on, sounds good, I can make it work and go with it. I don't really care what the subgenre is to myself personally.
Yeah. You always wonder though.
Yeah, there it is.
Good stuff.
Anything else before we get going here?
I'm just getting crunk on these LaCroix. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have a great show.
Yeah. What is this? We get away from each other for a little while, and instead of Dr. Peppers, we got LaCroix and Gatorade Zero. What the hell's wrong with us, man? We got to tighten up a little bit if you're going to be coming back more often.
Hey, these are good though. What do you got, Frank?
Water.
Oh, straight water. The true king.
Straight vodka.
Ice
water. It's tequila.
Straight tequila.
32 ounces.
All right. Frank, do you want to do the intros?
Yeah. All right. So this week we are going to be joined by Jessica McKelvey, is an intuitive and energetic vibe curator who specializes in weddings that value exclusive client experience and musical journeys. Featuring a gig log that spans the nation from Las Vegas to Atlantic City, Milwaukee to Oklahoma City, Jess values being a citizen of the world and nurturing her mind and heart through travel. She was recently named in her city as Best Wedding DJ, speaks on an online panel with gear manufacturer QSC titled Play Out Loud at Home, writes for DJNTV Magazine, and has a passion for educating the DJ and wedding community. Let's bring her on, DJ Jess.
Yeah, what up?
Hey, it's so crazy to hear my bio read aloud like that.
The only thing crazier is these stupid sound effects we got, right?
Oh, thank you.
Those are all the kids in the other room that we're babysitting while we're doing this podcast, because we're responsible babysitters, right?
I just smelled something.
Yeah, they're in there listening to house music right now.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? I'm so excited to be here with you.
No, thanks for being on.
We're happy to have you, and I'm just going to go right in and say that I feel a little bad and a little responsible for the title that I gave this episode, because usually I try to get really epic with the titles, and I think when I made it, because I called it let's get your Instagram working for you, it was kind of more like, yo, your Instagram sucks, but we're gonna help you make it better. Or hey, do you wish your Instagram could make you money? Well, we're gonna help you do that. So that was the thought in my head, but I think it fell a little flat. So Jess, I'm publicly apologizing to you for that, because I know you're gonna bring much more value.
It's all good. I also responded kind of not so timely to your email as well. So we could share that. We can share that strife together. Okay.
Considering the fact that you said yes within like a week notice of us somebody dropping out on us and having to replace them,
Much appreciated.
I will still take the responsibility.
Awesome.
All right. So y'all ready to dive right into this thing?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go, Jess.
All right. I'm coming.
So first question right off the bat. Okay. Why Instagram?
Oh, well, that's a really good question, David. Thank you for asking. I do have some stats here because I had to write them down because I am not a numbers or, I just don't like memorizing numbers. It's just not my thing. So, it definitely can be said from all of our perspectives that humans are addicted to Instagram, right? I'd say more humans are addicted to it than aren't addicted to it, but I have supporting numbers for that. Did you know that it is the 7th most visited site in the world?
Oh,
7th most visited, right?
We get a sound effect on that.
Let me get a sound effect on that. Let me hold on.
Get ready for the next one. Ready? Yep. That's the Instagram.
Okay.
Now this is insane. I just learned this girl, Tamisha Duncan, who is also a branding expert. I did one of her series that she pre-records and puts out for education, but she taught me that Instagram is the 3rd largest search engine next to Google and Pinterest. 3rd largest, dude. What? I know. So that's yeah, I know. That's insane.
That's crazy.
She just taught me that last week. I was like, holy shit, I knew I was onto something, but like I didn't know it was like that. So I also wanted to look more specifically into it as it relates to the wedding industry, because that's why we're here primarily, is to talk about it with the wedding industry. And our target market is all over Instagram. 18 to 34 is the median age. So you figure that's
right.
Parties, weddings. Do you guys hear an echo with my voice, or is that just me? It's okay.
No, you
sound great on our end.
Yeah.
All right, word. So there's that. And then also in 2021, 60% of engaged couples used Instagram as the foundation for searching for their vendors. So with all of that said, oh, that was
all right. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop now. Sorry.
It was like, was that a fart? Was it a horn? Like, I wasn't sure. It was the kids next door. You know what I mean? But anyways, so if we don't really pick up on those hard statistics that have been driven from searching and researching it to really grasp how powerful Instagram is for wedding pros. It's basically a free platform where we get to market to our ideal clients. I mean, I know we all have our websites, right, guys? Like, Nick, I don't know what you do. You're in the wedding pro industry?
Yeah, I do videography.
Video.
Full disclosure, by the way, Jess, sometimes Nick doesn't even know what he does. It's a thing that we're all dealing with.
That's
right
a fact.
Now.
So that's why he's just kind of like to the side, with his LaCroix. Yeah, that matches
with my LaCroix.
Yeah.
No, he is definitely the area's premier videographer.
That's what's up. I'll have to creep on your Instagram next time I can't sleep.
Please don't.
Wait a minute. If we have time, we should Instagram audit.
Do it.
Yeah, we can do it. We
Please
should do an
don't
Instagram. We should do an Instagram audit on the Nick Sangiamo.
Exactly. Let's go. But yeah.
Sorry,
like
we're all over the place. Sorry about that.
I didn't hear you. Can you say it again? It froze for me.
No, we just said that we should, if we have time, do an Instagram audit on the Nick Sangiamo.
No.
Sangiamo. What a great name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a really good name. We need to work that into your branding pillars, but we'll talk about that later.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
No, but what I was saying is, I mean, I just feel, we all have our websites, right? That's important. And the ultimate goal of Instagram is to get the interested client or lead or whoever we're speaking with off that platform and onto our website. But I like to use this analogy, right? So the reason why Instagram is kind of superior to your website is because they're already hanging out there. Interested leads and clients are already on the platform, so they know how to work it. They know where to go to get what they want. It's kind of like if I were to make breakfast in my kitchen, and Frank, you've heard me talk about this before, but I'd say, you boys all come over, you bring the kids, I'm making pancakes, I'm flying through it. I reach over here, I grab the flour, I grab my eggs, I get my spatula, I'm moving, man. Then I come over to Frank's house, and I've never been there before. I have to stop and say, hey, Frank, where's your spatula? Oh, it's over there, Jess. So, hey, Frank, where's your flour? Oh, we ran out. Great. What are you doing? So it's like Instagram, I know where to go. It's going to be effortless. It's going to be seamless. But on the website, they have to pause and think. I want to see a video of them doing their thing. I want to see an example of their work. Probably going to go up into Reels, or maybe I'll just scroll down their feed. So that's another reason that I've kind of self-prophesized is why we need to use Instagram. And
well, I think not only that, man, let's be honest, most of us, you know, almost exclusively, most of us, but maybe the exception of Nick here, update our Instagram much more often than our websites.
Oh, for sure.
Good point, dude.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's more like real data, real time, like this is happening right now, or this happened last weekend, whereas something on your website might have been a video from like, you know, friggin' 6 months ago, maybe, which is okay. If if it's evergreen content, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
But you probably, like most of us probably don't update our websites anywhere near as much as we do our social media.
No doubt.
You know, the other thing, sorry. The other thing I was going to say was I find really interesting. You said it was the third most used search engine, but it's the only like true like social platform out of those top three, because Google is not a social platform at all. Pinterest like has social aspects, but it's not a social platform. Yeah. Instagram is the top of those social platforms that also double as a search engine, which is an amazing like stat, and it's a perfect reason why people should be on it.
Yep, exactly. Like I had somebody reach out to me a couple days ago because they were getting married at a venue that I had just worked at, and I uploaded a reel about the venue, you know, the wedding at the venue, and they found me and said, "Oh my God, I saw this video and I love what you did, and we didn't know how to use the space." And they literally met with me yesterday and signed the contract like 2 hours later. It's insane. It's earning potential. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to get all of my leads from Instagram, but the benefit of using it as a sales cushion to direct your, you know, your inquiries there, and even just network with industry professionals and show up where your clients are hanging out at. It's I can't get enough of it. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's the facts. It's true. I mean, that's where most people are using Instagram,
right?
And, that are getting married. That's how they're finding people. That's how they're vetting you. That's how they're, for sure.
Yeah. And like, I'm not one that likes to get on the bandwagon with things that are trendy. You know, like, I don't know, dude, New Kids on the Block came out. I'm showing my age. I was like, screw them. I don't like them, you know, because everyone likes them. Or like whenever NSYNC was out, I was like, whatever, NSYNC, you know. So I'm not like, oh, Instagram, it's a fad. Everyone's there. I'm pushing 40 and I want to be cool. Like, let me get on this. Like, no, dude, like it's legit. So want a disclaimer, like I'm not kidding or I'm not messing around.
Yeah.
Instagram.
And you know what? If you're gonna be on it anyway, right? Like, why not put it to good use?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, it's such a powerful tool for us, but there's so much that I see that is just not right for wedding pros and how they're using it.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because I think that may be like the top reason why either people don't use it or they don't get the results out of it that they're looking for. So yeah, let's talk about that a little bit for sure.
I am going to say one statement about it, but I did want to squash one major misconception of Instagram before that. But when I say how they're using it wrong, is the basis of that, which we'll get more into, is that too many wedding pros are just selling. Like they're just pushing what they do. Here's pictures of this shot. You know what I mean? Here's our company's uplighting package. Like it's just straight freaking sales. And there is a better way to connect than just using sales. So I have the perfect method that I've studied and taken it and kind of mold it into what fits wedding professionals the best. But first, I want to talk about something that is pretty much vanity metrics, which means it's all about like, oh my God, how many likes am I getting? Anybody out there ever concerned about how many likes you're getting on your posts?
Who doesn't? Who hasn't been there before?
I still freaking do it. I'm not going to lie. But do you guys know that that's not actually what matters, like at all?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
It's not what matters. So I'm going to share my screen and I want to show all of you out there that are watching live or maybe are watching the replay what you should be looking at when you are maybe judging yourself, which stop that shit, or you're judging how well your posts are doing. It's all under the insight. So if anybody watching, if you know what the insights are, go ahead and drop it in the chat and let's find out who knows what they're doing. I'm just going to share my phone and get ready to have your mind blown.
This
Boom,
is
bada
a
bing.
first ever. This is a WBG first ever
Yes,
phone
it is.
share.
This is the first
Stoked.
ever on WBG that we're doing a phone share. I got to do it. I just have to do this. I'm
Do it.
sorry.
Wait, is it sharing yet? I'm nervous now.
There it is. We can all watch you enter your password. Only we
I
can't,
was
see,
nervous. I
only we
got it
can't see your password.
Correct.
5555785. There
I
we
was
go.
nervous I got it wrong. All right, y'all. So this is me, DJ Jess 412. Make sure you're following me. I should probably put that in there, right? And then I'll definitely follow you back. I'm not about that following and don't follow back bullcrap game. So I am gonna go to my first post of my husband and I that I just shared last night. It was a video of us freestyling at our wedding. Yes,
Loved it.
yeah, he murdered me. But anyway, so right there, we're checking the insights. There's two ways to do this, right? The way that we're doing it now is by looking at the individual post insights. You can also do the overall, which is right there in the middle. See that button? You can also do overall. And in order to see your insights, you do have to have a business or a creator account. So if you're not doing that, that's your first mistake. You're a business, right? We're all a business. So we need to make sure that we have that enabled, and then you won't be able to set it to private, but really who cares? So back to the insights. And if you guys want to check yours out too, feel free.
For
All
one second, can I just interject for 1 second, because
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really trying to figure out why anybody would ever have a business account and set their business account private. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me.
I don't think you can even set your business account private. It's like not even an option.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I misspoke there. So when you go
No,
from
that's fine.
having personal to business or creator, you know, that privacy restriction turns off. But real quick too, while we're on the topic, if you have a creator account, which is more about creating and, you know, influencers, versus a business, which gives you more options to sell product on the platform, with creator, you have more options for music that you can search and find, and you have less chance to get stuck by copyright issues as well. So just
Right.
a little review there. All right, so check
Thank
it
you,
out.
Kristen.
Up
Thank
top-
you, Kristen. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just thanking Kristen.
Phillips, what's up, girl? Okay, so right here, 93 likes, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. 14 comments, bullshit. Made me kind of mad. 2 saves. Not sure who saved this. Kind of creepy, but I'm down with it.
I was one of them. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a family member. They're like, oh, there's my niece. I don't know. Anyway,
I want to go back and watch the freestyle and see if I can come up with my own to battle you guys when I see you again.
I'm not even going to play it. The sound is so distorted. This is from 2010. But anyways, the accounts reached, you guys. That's what you need to care about. 632 accounts saw my post. Even though I can only see 93 likes, this is what I'm worried about. Now, I have about a little under 3,000 people following me. So that's a decent number. I mean, I'm going to work on increasing that as I get more skilled at Instagram, but that's what you want to see. Content interactions. Now, that means either they went to my profile and looked more at what I was doing. They left a comment. They liked it. That's any kind of movement on the platform. As you can see, 4 people did visit my profile. So that's important too, because my profile is where my link tree is, where people can get off of Instagram and onto my website. So as we scroll down here, you guys, impressions. Now, impressions breaks it down to show you where these users looked at your post from. Okay, so 750 places or people looked at my post from home, which is the home screen. It's this right here, right? It's the scrolling. It's that's your home screen, right? So the 700 and what was it? 700 and
20.
Yeah, thank you. You have a better see. I told you numbers, not my thing. 720 people saw it from the home screen. My hashtags, they were horrible. So I'm never using this hashtag group again. Only 13 people saw it from my hashtags. So this is what I want you all to pay attention to. Look at your individual post insights. See how those groups of hashtags did. If they did shit like this, never use them again. If they did good, copy them and paste them into your notes and use them again every 3rd or 4th time, as long as they are relevant to what you're posting. This from other, it doesn't say specifically, but that's most likely the location that I posted, that they follow the hashtag Pittsburgh, or Armstrong Farms is where I think, I had my location on from profile. Followers were on my profile and they saw it that way too. So this is what I want you to pay attention to. Profile visits, follows. There's others that you can see when they tap on your website. Again, you want to look at the saves. Like, my goal with this wasn't to get people to save, because as you can see, it's like me freestyling with my husband, and no one really wants to save that. But
can you go to the insights again just for a second? Because I want to point out something that I really I tend to pay attention to as well. Right there where it says reach.
Yes.
That is definitely a good parameter to take a look at as well, especially if you're trying to expand your account. Because that and you kind of gave the reasons why, but when that non-followers reach is really higher, and especially if that non-followers reach outweighs the followers, then that's typically because of either your hashtags or something that you did that allowed far more people to see it than normally just your followers would see it.
Yeah, like this one, I can't see, I can't get into the reach a little further, but for this, I know Reels, you'll tend to see that Reels reaches are more so with accounts that don't follow you, because Reels is where it's at if you want to reach organic, or accounts that don't follow you. If you want to reach organic followers, Reels is where it's at. But this one, like I said, my hashtags were shit, so I will not be using these again. But if you were to go into overall insights, I think that'll talk to me about, does it tell me the, no, it doesn't say that, plays. Let's open that and see. No, okay. But yeah, so my goal for this reel was to educate. So I did want to see, because I post on Instagram every Thursday, you guys. If you ever want to learn new tips and tricks, make sure that you look at my account on Thursdays. But as you can see, this one for the saves was 13. So that's kind of what I'm going for right there, is the saves more so with this one. But it doesn't awesome. Yeah, it doesn't break down though. You'd have to go to like an overall look, which mine are messed up right now. I don't know what I did. I've been consulting with my social media coach, but if I wanted to go to, so this is overall insights, you guys. This looks at everything, not just one specific post. And up here in the left corner, it tells you the date range. You want to make that, I like to make it the last 90 days and then update. But as you can see, I don't know why, because I am sharing like crazy, but my insights are messed up right now. But it will tell you your accounts reached, accounts engaged. So if you look at this, this is a more clear depiction of what it means to use Reels, because look at, like David was saying, the non-followers, look at that number, right? That's huge. And that's what Reels do for you when you use the right hashtags, but also because Reels are trending so hard right now. It's like Instagram's competition with TikTok. Right. So this shows you all that. And it gets deep, you guys. Like, go into your insights, play around. You can look at the top cities. You know, like New York is definitely on my radar, so I'm not mad about that it's showing up. The top countries, the age ranges. So this is where you can check your ideal clients and if it's hitting. The gender, which is pretty neutral. That's cool. And then there is a way to see when your audience is most active. There's all kinds of fun stuff in the insights. So basically what I'm saying is I just want you guys to stop paying attention to how many likes you're getting, because it's not healthy. You know, it's not healthy at all to do that. So you want to just go into your insights and look at it that way.
Yeah, it's not healthy. And I think like you pretty much what you just laid out is there's a lot more useful information and analytics out there that can help you drive business and engagement more than just a like, you know. I think the age of likes is kind of coming to an end in terms of like as a legitimate metric for, you know, how well something does.
Well, it's like anything in life. Like there are always going to be more people that watch you than you'll ever know.
Yo, that's very true.
You'll never know how many people are watching you, and you can't dictate it by how many hearts you have on a picture or anything at all like that, because it would drive you insane. When Jess had those insights up, like on the grab this here real quick, and I know I won't be able to show this to everybody, but like I'll just show it to you, Nick, real quick.
Sure.
Like these, when you go to here, these three numbers right here, see, I need to do a little work, right? But over the last 30 days, I always look for three green. If all three of these are green, I'm doing the right thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm sorry that I said that after Jess had her phone up, or I would have showed that to everybody. But
what is it? Did we put my phone up? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Real quick, if you don't mind. And now I'm going to go to a couple questions here as well.
Yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it. Hold on one second. Okay. You talking about this profile picture, David, if it's green?
No. Nope.
Okay.
So go ahead and click your professional dashboard up. This is just another different way to get to stats, really, or insights. Doesn't matter to me. All right. So those top numbers right there, I usually set mine to the last 30 days versus the last 7 days or anything at all like that. So if you go to the last 30 days and update that. Okay. So you got three things there. You got accounts reached, accounts engaged, and total followers. Your goal should be for all of those to be green.
Yep.
Right.
I love that.
If all of those are green, then you're doing the right thing with your account. It's really, to me, it's really now. It says, I say it's really that simple, but that is a simple metric to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. I think is the best way to say that.
100%. I love that you just said that.
Nice.
I keep clicking the wrong thing. So it's, I don't know where the hell my insights went. Like I was coaching somebody because I have a few clients that I coach on Instagram, and I switched from creator to business back to creator again, just to show them how to do it. And then I changed my password, which is a good idea to do like every 3 months. And then my insights just disappeared. So, that's the good news though. I'm still learning, I'm still learning and I'm still sharing. So once I find that out, if anyone ever has that problem, holler at your girl, because I will know the answer in a little bit.
Well, my insights kind of tanked a little bit as well, just from lack of being on. Like I've just been so busy. Like my goal was to put a reel a day, Monday through Friday. And I did that really, really consistently for a very long time. And I just got to the point where my event schedule just got so busy that I wasn't able to do it. And so now I'm trying to adopt this more like, can I create like 8 or 10 reels on like a day where I'm not working and then save those for later on down the road? I'm very much an in the moment kind of the person. So it's going to be a struggle for me to do that. I am not a big fan of planning much of anything out. Like even when we were at IWL, this conference that we were just at, and I gave a presentation at the conference that we were at, and I had the framework of what I wanted to talk about, but everything else was just in the moment, from the heart, where I was at right there, right that moment, sharing with people. That's just, I guess, how I function better, I think. But to the point I'm trying to make is that if you really want to keep that consistency of posting, it's a good idea to have a couple of more in your back pocket, a couple more reels, a couple more posts, just have those in your back pocket. So let's knock out a few of these questions real quick. So Chris Dick said, can you have both? I think he was referring to, can you have unless you create specifically like one might be DJ Chris Disc, and that might be your business account. And then you might have another one that's Chris Disc that is a creator account. But that could be a nightmare to manage both of those, I would think.
Yeah.
And then what about conversions? Getting them to follow and subscribe.
So getting them to follow. So Chris, when you say subscribe, do you have like a YouTube channel or like a Mixcloud that you want them to subscribe to? Is that kind of what you're saying with that? If you could kind of clarify, it can help you with that. But as far as following goes, if you want to increase your followers, and I was going to kind of hit this, but let's get into it right now. Number one, you want to show up consistently, right? Like you can't just fall off the face of the earth. But if you do work, if you work your profile enough, if you build up your base enough, you can fall off the platform and still have amazing engagement because you've set yourself up for success. Like prime example is Brian Bonacisi, who is, a DJ, a coach, all these wonderful things. He only uses his stories because he's just like not into it right now. And that's fine. He doesn't need it. He's just, it's not where his intentions are right now. But if he hops on there and makes a post, because he has created a loyal community of followers, they are going to respond to him. Maybe they'll see his story pop up. Maybe the algorithm is not pushing his post as far, but he has enough followers that at least some percentage is going to see it. He has like 10K, I think, maybe even more, might be like 20K. I don't know. So he'll get at least like 200 or 300 likes. And I can't even imagine what his insights are. But so showing up consistently, if you want to get more followers, which I completely get, I don't think that a ton of followers means you're successful, but I do think that there is a kind of baseline that is wedding professionals that we should establish to kind of give ourselves street cred, And I would say that's like 1,000. So check this out real quick. What you're going to want to do, and I'll show you on my phone if that's okay again. So it's not just me talking. Okay, I should just leave this up. I'm going to give you something called the 10-10-10 rule. And you do this solid for 2 months. You're going to start to see results so quickly. And the good news is it will continue to funnel in new followers even when you slack a little bit, even when you're just posting once or twice a week. So what you're going to do is the first 10 things you're going to do. You go to your feed, right? This is your feed. This was what shows up for people that you're following, or it's from hashtags that you follow. You're going to make 10 comments on accounts that you follow. Love this shirt, right? Make it authentic. I do love that shirt. I'm actually wearing a Women Who Rock shirt right now. Okay, so there's one comment. I'm not going to do all 10. Right here, Soiree by Soiree. I know that she's a dope-ass wedding planner, and I'd love to work with her again. So that's one of my intentions. Who do you want to work with? Where do you want to show up? Make sure you're interacting with this. That dress is fire. Okay, so you're going to do that 10 times every day. That's the first 10. The next 10, go to your search bar. So the little circle, the little glass down here, you're going to go to search. What you're going to search for is a hashtag that is relevant to your industry, whether that's Pittsburgh DJ, nightclub, West Virginia nightclub DJ, whatever it is, California birthday parties, I don't know. So Pittsburgh wedding, I am typing in, and then I'm going to click search. And you see this comes up. There's the top posts, the ones that are doing the best. There's the accounts that have that in their name. There's music. What? No, there's not. No, there's not. Not for Pittsburgh wedding. Tags. Tags is where you want to go, guys. Hashtags, right? That connects everything. You're going to go to the Pittsburgh wedding, not you, but me. And now I'm going to go into recent, and I'm going to comment on some people that I'm not following. So right here, I'm not following them, but still City Neon. That shit looks good. That's amazing. I do like that. So that's what you're going to do. 10 accounts from the searched hashtag. You getting all this? So that's what you want to do. Go through that. Okay. The next one is you can go back into that. I'm going to do Pittsburgh wedding planners now. And you're going to follow 10 accounts that you don't follow. Now, you don't have to do this all for weddings, right? Like if you don't do weddings. So yeah, let's follow them. I like you guys. Who's this? Event designing and planning. Okay, Mac and Maine, let's go. But I know that my favorite clients, they hang out at like coffee shops too, because I love coffee. So I've written my ideal client bio, which if you haven't done, you should do it. So I'm going to search for, I don't know, coffee shop, Pittsburgh. Let's see what comes up. I haven't done this before. See all results. I don't even know if anything will come up. Oh, okay. So let's go to the top accounts and let's start following some new ones, right? So there you go. 10 accounts every day. So you comment 10 times in your feed. You comment on 10 accounts that you don't follow, and then you follow 10 new accounts. And that will show you growth. Do you want to see the biggest thing that I really don't talk to a lot of people about? You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Give me
you know what? Jess, last time I asked that question, I went to jail for 2 weeks. So be careful.
Oh my gosh, where's this going? Somebody give me a hashtag, not David. Might be creepy.
Nick, this is all you, man. Hashtag.
Oh, how about video? Videographer.
Okay, so what do you want to do? Like what area?
Let's do.
Oh, look at David right there. Oh, look at that.
No, let's do like California videographers.
Oh shit. Okay. California. Okay, here goes my fingers. Videographer. Okay, we're going to search, and I'm going to go to the top one. So for this trick, you go to the top post. That's what's performing the best, right? So these people may have posted this like 10 months ago, but because of how far it reached, like it's killing it. Oh, this guy just posted 4 hours ago. This one's March 22nd. Okay, this one was 29 minutes. Nice. Okay. California's killing it. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to somebody you don't follow. So I am Richard Stan. Let's go, Richard. Do you guys see how his profile picture has that orange glow around it? You see that? Anyone know what that means? Anyone know?
Story.
Means he has a story up.
Yeah, that's right. I'm so proud of you guys. Okay, so you go into the story and you are going to send just an emoji. Fire, right? So what that does is Instagram loves it when you do things like that, when you're interacting in your messages. So when you can use them. But now that has opened up the line of communication for me and this guy who was in California. And the chance he'll notice me now. Oh crap. I don't even know what vanish mode does. Don't ask me about it. Yeah. So that opens up the line of communication. Do you want to do that 10 times? That's what I did for so long. And that's one of the reasons I believe that my account grew so quickly, was by doing that. So accounts you don't follow, search the hashtag, go into the top posts, then go to their profile. If they have the orange, that means story. Oh,
oh my God, this is so bad.
I'm going to laugh. Okay.
Oh boy.
So yeah, those tricks right there, that will help you to grow very quickly. I promise you, because I know what I did and it works.
That's hilarious.
10, 10, 10.
10, 10, 10 plus the story emoji. All you got to do is drop an emoji. They see it. They're going to notice you. It's going to be in their messages.
Love it.
Thanks. Yeah, I like it too. It makes me happy to share that stuff. I'm, you can tell I'm like really passionate about it. So yeah. What's next, guys?
That's really sick. Yeah, I'm just taking in all the info, just
cool.
Processing for a moment. But, we were talking about how the problems we had, with Instagram, and what you see with Wedding Pros, and, we see how it can be like improperly used. So I know we kind of talked about some of the corrections and what we can do. Is there anything else that you can recommend to folks listening, how to correct these problems that they're having with the Instagram specifically?
Precisely. So through my study and my research, when I started to become obsessed with Instagram, I came across, first it was Tamisha Duncan, who I told you about, who I'm a big fan of her. You can follow her on Instagram or for more tips on Instagram. But from her, I somehow journeyed over to a woman named Jenna Kutchner, and she has the Gold Diggers podcast. If you've ever heard of it, it's pretty cool. She developed this method for businesses called the JK5 method. And it's based after her name. But what she has created and what she has found out from creating this is that businesses should focus on creating a brand that has 4 personal values and 1 business. And it's like, holy crap, man. Like, am I really going to invite people into my life like that when I have a business? It's like, I don't see my doctor doing that, or like, I don't see UPMC really doing that, or the people that are going to go put in my neighbor's pool. Like, I don't know what their daughter's name is. But by focusing on this in the type of industry that we're in, which we create magic for people, right? We're not going to go dig someone's pool and put it in. Like, we're not going to put a roof on, or I don't know what are jobs. There's so many jobs out there, right? Other businesses. But we are creating moments for people in the wedding industry. We're working closely with people for people's, some of their best life moments. So it's vital that we build a personality brand that takes that JK5 method. And I'm not saying I want you to pick out 4 areas of your life, things that you're passionate about, and I want you to share on them on Instagram all the time. Like, it might be my kids, it might be decorating my house or interior design, traveling, and I don't know, birds. Like, I do like birds, but it's not like a huge passion. What I'm saying is pick 2, at least 2, and consistently put that on Instagram. I want to know about the person I'm hiring to create my moments that I'm going to spend time with. For example, just a real quick story too. I went to Atlantic City last year, and I spoke about Instagram, and I was looking for a makeup artist. I found this chick, and like, I loved her work, dude. It was insane. But I had no clue what kind of person she was. Like, what if she didn't show up? That was a moment for me when all of the stuff I was preaching really meant something. I'm like, if I could see what kind of person she was, and I know we can all fake the funk, but like, if I could see what kind of person she was, I would trust her more. So by focusing on this JK5 method and building a brand that is a personality brand and business, it performs better. Studies have shown that it performs better than just having a business where you sell. Do you guys vibe with that at all?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about it, right? Like, people, like you said, people are entrusting us with one of their biggest days of their lives, probably their biggest day of their life up to that point. And not only are they trusting us with their day, but they're also trusting us with their family and friends, which so if you don't vibe with that couple or that client, whatever it is that you're booking with private event, wedding, whatever, you know, then as much as that won't work for them, it's like that won't work for me either. So if I put that stuff out there into the world and let them see it, hey, I'm a sports junkie. Hey, I like to game. Hey, I like to watch Netflix all the time. Love Jersey Shore. Like, let's go. You know, like if I do those things and I put that out there,
learn a lot about Frank.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot more, but you know, I'm going to keep it to the private chat that spiraled earlier. But yeah, so you know, like people will gravitate towards me or you or whoever if they know what kind of person you are, and considering you're going to be there for them that day, like they want to know that they're, you know, I mean, you're basically somebody that, you know, you're not going to maybe spend time with them after their wedding, but they want to know that they could spend time with you because they want you to be a part of it, right? You're not just there as a robot DJ or a robot coordinator. You know, you're infused with them for that day. So it's like really important to be your authentic self everywhere and show it. And then that builds that, you know, that builds that brand awareness. Hey, Frank is the kind of person that I want also.
Yes. They're hiring people to do work with them, you know, people on people. And, you know, brands do better than businesses. It's been proven that too. You don't want to just have a business model. And what's even more exciting about it is that by using this method of inserting yourself into your brand and into your business, you are reaching much further past who needs you right now. If you're just selling, you're just going to appeal to anyone that needs it right now. No one is going to say, oh, that's a cool wedding DJ. Let me remember them for like 5 years from now. I mean, maybe they will, but the chances of that are slim. By focusing on building a brand that also represents your personality, specifically on Instagram, people will remember that. Oh my gosh, I want to see what coffee shop she goes to next. Or she loves to travel, so do I. I want to follow her and see where she's traveling to. Moreover than that is that by doing this, you are speaking to ideal clients. So I don't know if you guys have an ideal client bio, like I spoke about before. If anybody has one, if you don't, you should write one out, bring that person to life, think about the best wedding or nightclub you've done, and basically replicate that, right? But by sharing things about my love for travel, which is one of my JK5 method, it's called a pillar. This is your pillar of Instagram. Travel is mine. By posting about traveling, I am now connecting to clients who love travel, and I'm finding myself meeting with more inquiries and leads who value the same things that I do. And it's like, you know what I mean? When you work together, you find someone that likes sports or wrestling, you know, and it's like, it's the best when you get to work with somebody who likes the same kind of stuff that you do.
Yeah, it really is, especially in the creative stuff that we do. I mean, for myself in video, you know, it's so important to get people like relaxed and feeling comfortable, so that way that they look authentic and the video comes out authentic, or the photos come out authentic, or they feel comfortable to go on the dance floor and bust those moves, you know, like that kind of stuff. So I think that's super, super important to make people feel comfortable, and they get comfortable, I think, by getting to know you and feeling like, oh, we have mutual things that we like or in interests, and oh wow, I really kind of connect with you. I think that's really cool. For sure.
I didn't think about it from that perspective of getting them to kind of shed that, you know, that nervousness about being filmed. That's a really good point.
Most definitely. Yeah, I see it all the time. It's crazy. It's crazy how even just a simple call or meeting beforehand, immediate, and that's nothing. Like imagine like the branded stuff, like, you know, like you're talking about on Instagram, like wow, like it's almost like they've known you for like forever before they like do the event. So yeah.
Cool. And I know that some people might want to be private about it. You know, it's like, you know, am I bragging? Am I putting myself out there? Like, not at all. If somebody knows you deep down, they know that you're not bragging about something. Do you know what I mean? Because I worry about that. I'm like, I don't want to like put this out there like, oh, look at me, you know, because that's not my style, dude. I don't want people to think that about me. But then I stopped and thought about it from like, if I were looking at somebody, like my buddy Eric Rhodes is killing it right now on TikTok, and he's been talking about it. I'm like, dude, I would never think that you would brag because I know you. You know what I mean? So I think if you think about the kind of person you are, that it never will come across that way. But I just want anybody here that's, you know, I want you to really take this in, stop just selling, pick one area of your life that you are passionate about, that you love doing. And I bet you, if I looked at your account, I could probably tell what it is, you know, and just morph that into something you share maybe every other week. And the good news is a lot of these areas of our lives that we're passionate about can cross over into work. And not a lot of professions can say that. For example, I said mine's travel. I get to travel and DJ sometimes. So boom, there it is. One week I share about travel DJ. Next week I share about, going somewhere with my husband. And then another one of mine is nature. I freaking love nature, dude. Like, get me outside right now. Please go away winter. So one week I share about meditating in the backyard. The next week I share about a ceremony outside at a beautiful location. So you can morph them too. So it's not just about you. It's about business and your personal business, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Yeah.
Do it. Everybody.
So I got an impromptu question, and then we got to do an audit of the Nick Sangiamo. We still have to do that, or of Nas visuals.
All right, let's do the Nick Sangiamo. That's fine.
All right. So here's my question, and this is something that I've asked a lot of different people that are pros in the Instagram space. How do I know when this is a reel? How do I know when this is a story? How do I know when this is a live? Like, how do I know when to do each of those things?
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I haven't gone live. I just haven't tapped into that world yet, but I would see lives are used for collaborating and networking, and also interviewing another account that maybe is somewhere that you want to go. Maybe they have more followers. Maybe they have a great community. Maybe you want to show up in their community. A live is used almost like, stepping out into a networking event, or to talk about, like, I could have went live and talked about this before. I just didn't make the time for it to advertise something too, right? So any announcements you want to make. Stories is where you say, whatever, this is cool, I'm going to put it up for 24 hours, right? So the other day I saw my kid sleeping next to my dog, and it was really stinking cute. And it was Sunday, and like my thing is like self-care Sunday. So I was like, oh shit, let's get this. So I just took a quick picture, put it into my story. Stories is behind the scenes. It's stuff that doesn't really look that great. It's not produced. It's not something you would hang up on your wall. It's more just like low key, check out what I do on my day to day. Maybe you're out for a run, Frank, and you see a beautiful sunrise. You're like, oh, damn, So you take a picture of that, upload it. Good morning. Something like that. So yeah, stories are low key. They're gone in 24 hours. So that makes sense. If it's a reel, so the way I look at it, a reel is like something that's produced that is quick. 15 seconds, 7 seconds, 30 seconds. And it can't be a shaky camera that's the same thing for 35 seconds. It's got to be fast moving, like a little commercial. Think about commercials, guys, right? On TV. They're the good ones, at least, are fast moving, different things, funny, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So reels are produced little commercials that you make yourself to advertise your brand. I do a lot of wedding recaps. I might do some funny stuff, some educational stuff for Instagram in front of this backdrop, real quick, entertaining. As far as what to post on your feed, carousels are what's killing it right now too. So if you never post just one picture, you should post a carousel. That is like 5 pictures, 4 pictures, 3 pictures, never just 2. Make it 3 and above. I think you can go to 10, but Instagram sees that carousel and they push it farther. So you want to make sure the first picture of that carousel, which is what'll show up on your grid, looks like something you would hang up in your house. It has to be aesthetically pleasing. I'm not saying put a filter on your ass or, like make like diamonds fall down. Like just look for a great picture that you took that shows emotion. The rest of the pictures can kind of be more off kilter. Does that answer?
Sweet. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I just, it's been something that like I continue to try to like wrap my head around is like, when do I do each of these things? Right. Like how are they different? And I mean, of course I'm leaning on Maria a lot to try to help me like plan for that and like strategize for those things. But it's just something that I just feel like sometimes I'm like, I'm just grasping for like, is this the right space for this or that? And I think a lot of people do that because I don't think a lot of people know those things.
Frank, what's liberating for me and should be liberating for a lot of people is remembering that this is a free platform of information. You're giving this to people for free. If they don't like it, scroll the fuck on. Like seriously, it's really honestly that simple, right? So to me, the answer to your question is if you feel like it, do it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, something done is better than thinking about doing something.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
Dave, I like how you came in and did that. I think I might bring you on like my Instagram presentation tour to drop that in.
Do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm being very serious about that. And there was another point I wanted to make, and I almost think I lost it. But the point, I think at the end of the day, it's like you got to remember that. Oh, I know what it was. I think that there was a time. Jess is frozen. I hope she comes back up, or maybe it's just on our end. But there was a time where it was so important for your top 9 to be perfect and beautiful, and this, that, and the other thing. And I think, at least I feel like social society, is what I'll call it, is moving more towards like authenticity. Like it doesn't have to be perfect anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be authentically who you are.
Yeah.
Because perfection is usually phony.
Yeah, it is.
Right? I mean,
think
if you
people
look
can
at it
see
that
through
way,
it. Yeah.
like perfection is usually phony. So just be who you are
Facts.
and be authentic.
Oh yeah.
And now my new phrase I'm going to coin: scroll the fuck on if you don't.
I
like
really
it.
like that. You should put
If you
that in
don't
your
like
bio.
Yes, I love that. Thank you for mentioning that, because I get caught up sometimes that I forget about the most important things like that. Like that is important.
Yeah.
And I found myself in that trap yesterday, actually, when I was posting, and I'm like, oh, should I say this first? Should I give them their call to action first? Because you usually want to tell them like, what to do, like comment below or something. And then I said, you know what, Jess, like, what are you doing, dude? Just be yourself. It's not going to work if you're not being yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy, because my mind goes quickly during podcasts and stuff like that. So I'm happy that you were able to slow down and mention that, dude. Thank you. It's so important.
What were you going to say, bro?
I just think that's a great bio little piece. Like, don't like what you see? Scroll the fuck on.
Right?
Movement. Yeah. Yay. Oh,
I might update my bio later. Who knows?
I dig it.
Yes. So perfect. So perfect.
All right. Well, as we're getting close to the end of this, if there's any folks that are watching that have questions or comments or anything that you guys want us to ask Jess about, or we can offer our unsolicited opinions about it as well. we're pretty astute at doing that, right? Like we're happy to throw in our opinions, only to be helpful, of course, to be helpful. Here we go, Chris Disk. This is sounding like this platform is losing its identity of what they are and who they are trying to reason,
where they want to be,
and where they want to be.
I think he's talking more of like the whole, like from a meta perspective, in terms of like, I understand what you're saying, Chris. Because I think we've been talking about earlier, they're trying to compete with TikTok with the reels. Like I totally get it. Like maybe they're trying to do too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You mean like Instagram has it's too complex. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Which to that point, I think it's important for everybody to understand that it depends on what your goals are.
That's right.
Because you don't have to use live and stories and reels and highlights and posts, and use what works best for you. Use what's going to speak to the people you want to speak to, and just keep speaking it.
Yeah, highlights I don't even do anything with those anymore. They're gone. I would say just anything, stories and reels, and carousel posts, just those three things, dude, and that's it.
I want to offer you something though about because I think when you're talking about your pillars, I actually think highlights is a great place for your pillars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I just don't think anyone's going there anymore. I did probably not.
But I mean, the only reason why I say that is because if you don't want to convolute your feed. So maybe if you feel uncomfortable, which I'll be honest, I'm one of these people. I feel a little uncomfortable convoluting my feed because there's a real consistency to that feed. And for me to just randomly slap a photo of me at a Red Sox game, I just feel that would be weird to me.
Your colors are red. It would match.
No, I agree. But I mean, I just have not been able to bring myself to do that. But in the same vein, you'll still see that I have on my highlights, I have one that's titled Red Sox, and it's all of my fun stuff going to the games and things like that. So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it could be a great place for you to still be able to ease into this pillar thing, and then eventually maybe move into feeling okay with the posts and such.
Yeah, doing it in your stories, putting it in your highlights if you want to, or just doing it in your stories. I like that idea instead of just showing up and doing it, because it's hard. It's hard for some professionals to do, and I understand that for sure.
All right, any more insights that anybody wants to share before we wrap it up?
IG audit. The Nick Sangiamo.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
We got to do it.
And then Chris, if you want to reach out, man, I'm always on the chat about stuff too. If you like want to, I think David would be a great person to reach out to as well. I mean, any of these guys, but okay, audit. So who's
maybe not me.
let's
after you see this one.
But don't go to it until you pull your phone up. We want to actually have the phone on screen when we do this audit from start to finish.
So if anyone ever feels bad, like I don't feel good about posting, I'm scared. Just remember this moment right here that you're about to.
Don't go to it yet, Jess. Don't go to it yet.
Okay.
Pull your phone up on the screen first.
You gotta get a reaction.
Yes, pull your phone up on the screen.
Okay. Yeah. And then you guys, I do account audits too. I also offer free Instagram 20-minute consults if you ever want to look over.
Look at there. This one won't take you 20 minutes, I promise.
I'm super excited.
Nick,
Frank, have you not seen it?
Frank, have you not seen his account?
No.
Oh, that's why he's excited for it.
Oh, this is great.
Okay.
Yeah, I tagged it today, but I just tagged it because I was like, you know what? Like
the Nick Sangiamo.
Oh my God, I just love that name.
Thanks.
Sangiamo. You're welcome.
Quite unfortunate what you're
there it is.
Fourth
one down.
Oh, I'm not following you, dude. Wait, is it gonna show?
0 posts.
What?
What? This was a terrible idea that I had.
That's why. Hey,
dude, that's why I was like, come on.
But honestly, Frank, this is why I was going along with it the whole time, because I'm like, I can't wait for you guys to see this account.
Rude.
This audit will take you 2 seconds.
I got so excited, especially when I saw his profile pic was like so good too. Whatever, dude.
Great profile picture. Absolutely nothing.
All right, let's go to his business
Come
one.
on, that's worse. That's almost. That's
at least you have
worse.
stuff on there.
Yeah.
No, what is
look
it?
At the dates, dog.
NAS. Is it underscore visual?
NAS visuals underscore.
I bet you it'll come up with the NAS. Yeah.
There it is, top one.
No.
Oh, you have the logo. Oh, it's this style. Yeah, I did see you were doing this. This actually is decent. I mean, I'm not mad at you for this at all. So
go ahead and click on that post though. That top post.
January 7th, 2021.
Oh, hey. Good for you prioritizing Instagram. Last year.
Pre-COVID. No, not pre-COVID.
No, this does look dope though. So I mean,
should I continue to do that for real though? Should I continue that? That's because I've honestly been at battle with it for quite some time. Because then that happens, and you're like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, dude. No, I mean maybe like once every I don't know. It's fine, but I would rather you
like the cubes.
Better. This is better.
Okay.
Yeah, this is much better, man. Like maybe once do this, like boom, boom, boom in the same day or something.
Sure.
But the only problem is that when you do something like this, you put yourself in a position where you have to do 3 posts or it gets out of order.
Like, what am I looking? Yeah. See, I think I'm gonna do an Instagram overhaul. That's just on the way. But
this is sick. Look at you, 442 others. I mean, that's not what matters, but like, wow, man.
Yeah. Some of the stuff. Yeah, I also like promoted some of it too.
Yeah.
Exposure. But I mean,
have the eye for it.
Yeah.
What I would first look at is that your profile picture it's either you or it's your logo. Now, if you're a multi-op, it should be a logo. If it's just you, it should be just you.
Yeah.
And then I love this logo. It's a little tiny for a profile picture. It kind of gets lost.
For sure.
And then I like how you have your bio. It's line by line by line. That's how it should be, bite-sized pieces. Wedding, corporate, documentary films, cinematographer, video producer. So you could take that out because you have video creator right here in your category.
That's right. Yeah.
This is like prime real estate up here, man. You got to really slap them in the face with like what you do and how it's different. So take that out. Share your moments, Nash visuals. You don't really need a hash. If you want them to kind of connect with you that way, you could leave that there. I like that you have your call to action with your link of how to get them off of your Instagram. We all need to get them off. The one thing I'd want to see you do, Nick, is lean more into your USP or your unique sales perspective, which is what makes you stand out amongst others, and create your I help statement or your value point statement and put that in your bio in place of saying again that you're a video creator.
So that's like a sentence. Is that like the sentence? Okay. And that goes up at the bottom.
Yeah, kind of like my branding words, energetic and intuitive, which I don't really think a lot of people are using that. Educator, writer, and then
this is what I do. This is how I do it differently.
Yes, I help unique clients create unique soundtracks, which, to be transparent, it's not my favorite. I need to work on that. And you guys, I did just read somewhere that value statements are better than help statements now. So keep up. I don't know, but I help statements. Let's just stick there. So that's what you want to look at is your value statement or your I help statement.
So the I help statement is better, you said, than the value statement?
Value statement, I just watched something and somebody said that it's where it's at now. Is to
the value is
your value prop, basically.
Gotcha.
Your value proposition is kind of a new thing now. But like no one's gonna like not hire you because you don't have value prop over your help statement.
And you can still say, you know, I'm just making this up off the cuff. I help couples have the most amazing experience because I'm the best video. No, I don't know.
In all the land.
David's right here. You know, I help wedding professionals grow their business. So I don't know if you can see that. But he has one too. So you want to include what sets you apart whenever you're doing your Instagram bio, because that's the first thing. This is like your, you know, what brings them in. Your pictures are amazing. You know what you're doing. I would get away from that. I mean, I can see that you kind of focus on it. Looks like, I don't know if this is something you do all the time with.
No, it's weddings is like my Instagram is so old. Like it's, I gotta clean it up. It's like almost like, I mean, that's cool.
Look at those guys.
Yeah.
The rookie and the vet. Hey.
Those young bucks.
I like this because it shows me who you are beyond being a videographer, you know?
Okay. So that stuff is cool.
Yeah. Even if you just want to show something like that, like what else do you do, man? Like, let me get to know you a little bit.
Right.
What's that bomb-ass Top Golf one? What is that?
Oh, the video that started it all.
Is that when you guys met, right?
That was our collab.
That is the video that went first time we ever met each other. That was the video that was put together.
That's so awesome.
That was rad.
So
I'll give you my one Instagram tip.
Oh yeah.
You should change. Go back to his real quick.
Okay.
You should change NAS visuals to Florida videographer or Saint
Augustine
videographer or something, because that's a searchable field. So when people go in the search field and they type it in, they can find you that way. And so Pittsburgh wedding DJ. Yep.
And the whole thing behind that is because there's no need for redundancy. Like your at name is already NAS visuals, so there's no real need for redundancy there.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, get me to stop there. There's
that
some
was rad. No, that was a cool audit. Yep. Is that kind of the process of how you take people through?
I do so much more than that. I talk about captions, hashtags. I actually try to reveal like what your pillars would be just by kind of looking at it and taking it in. I did that quickly because I was worried about time for us.
Sure. Yeah.
We got all the time in the world. I mean, clearly, if you've got 257 notifications on LinkedIn, you're not busy.
I don't use LinkedIn.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Or just don't post on Instagram.
No, I'm sorry. I'm literally one of those kind of people that if I see one notification on my phone, I'm freaking out. Like I'm like, yo. And then I have these friends that have like you kind of catch a glance at their phone or whatever,
6,000
and they have
emails.
like 32,000 emails, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? How do you have 32,000 unread emails? Come on.
That's how it be.
What about 95,385? What would you do with that?
That's out of control. That's out of control.
That's steep.
But my Instagram's fly though.
Yeah, right.
That's out of control. We need to have another. The next session we're going to have is like how to clean up your notifications.
I'm there.
I love it.
I did just clean up LinkedIn though. They're no longer there. It was easy.
Bam. All right, folks. Thanks for watching tonight. We hope you guys had a great time. And those of you that listen to the replay, you won't get to see all the fun visuals, but you'll be able to hear us in our crazy antics of the show tonight. Jess, thank you for being on. Frank, Nick, I'll let you guys close it out.
Who's next week? Sorry.
Crap, you would ask me that.
I ask you at the end of every show.
Yeah, keep talking. I'll come.
You're welcome, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabby Pinkerton. This is perfect. So Gabby Pinkerton talking about Pinterest actually. So
I'm actually talking to her about my Pinterest as like over the last like few days.
Nice.
Perfect. So that'll be great.
Awesome.
Sweet.
You got anything, bro?
Dude, great information, Jess. Thanks so much for the audit and not completely roasting me. It was awesome. I have some things to work on. It's great information. Fantastic stuff. Actually gets me motivated to kind of get back on there and get back on the horse. It's a big horse. Jess, if people want to get in touch with you, maybe kind of help with Instagram, what's the best way to hit it out? Right there.
Jess412. Yeah, you can hop in my DMs. I usually put my phone down like earlier than this, but yeah, go in my DMs. Yeah, there you go. And then there's also links in my link tree if you want to book a free session or if you want to book a audit or a pick my brain session. So thank you guys for having me. It was really fun hanging out with you this evening, and thank you all for watching.
We appreciate you being here.
I'm going to throw out a call to action. There are 4 Instagram handles on this screen right now. If you are watching this live or in the replay, we expect to get an alert from all of you following each one of our Instagram handles.
Especially this one right here.
Yeah, because it's busy.
One that doesn't have
it's got a bunch of stuff on it.
Be sure to follow this one as much as you possibly can.
He's putting out content regularly.
Content king right here. You want to know how to do your Instagram properly? Content king right here.
He's basically the next Gary Vee. It's fine.
He really is. He really is. All right,
Nikki
guys.
S.
Thank you all. Jess, hang out for a second. We're going to jump off live here, but if you can, hang out for a second. For the live audience, thank you very much. Don't forget, next week, tune in 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday night. We'll have Gabby Pinkerton on with us talking about Pinterest.